Hoorah! Man, oh man. Here's how to trick a crackhead into giving you a free haircut. Now, what you want to do is you want to go to your local highway. Now, if you live in the hood, this should be much easier to do. Now, here's the thing. When it comes down to associating with crackheads, you really got to be careful how you approach these niggas. Because them niggas be on some devious crackhead shit. Because they're crackheads, right? So when it comes down to going to your hood, right? Or to your environment, your home, your apartment complex, your apartment neighborhood or whatever, your apartment neighborhood area, whatever. What you want to do is you want to approach this nigga, right? Because most of the time they're gonna be awake. Because like the thing I've noticed about crackheads is that they're not just gonna sleep. Like when it comes down to like apartment complexes, they're not just gonna sleep outside. Like they do have their little crack house. For example, I got a crackhead right across my apartment building, and this nigga has a glowing carton of milk that's been on his patio for like a week now. I don't know how he did it. I don't know what he did to earn that shit. He probably fought God himself. But I'm telling y'all, this nigga has a glowing carton of milk. It's not milk. It's not milk. There's no milk in there. It's glowing. So what you want to do is you want to walk up to this motherfucker, right? You want to walk up to their house. Boom, 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 boom. Wait a minute, because like they're not gonna open the door instantly. They're gonna jump to conclusions. They're gonna tell themselves this might be the feds, FBI, CIA, Men in Black, the fucking Autobots. This can be anybody. You know what I'm saying? You can be anybody. So what you want to do is you want to wait for a moment. You want to wait, and then knock again, cause they're gonna be patient, back and forth. Like, damn, bitch, what the fuck you want? So they're gonna open that shit, and what you're gonna do is you want to be friends with them. You're gonna be like, oh, okay. Do you know where this building is at? They're most likely they're not gonna know. They're so indulged with the crackhead life that they're not gonna give a fuck about where you live or what they do or what they do, this and the third, right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna associate with them, talk to them. Tell them like, well, they're crackheads. They'll believe damn near anything. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell them like, oh, I fuck with the cut, even if the center of their head is completely shaved off and there's nothing but hair and this like some sort of Mustang design or some shit. Even when that's the case, compliment their haircut. Even if it's the most stupid shit you've ever seen. Okay, hear me out. So what you want to do is, damn, I fuck with your cut, bro, this, that, and the third. Oh, thank you, oh my God, thank you so much. They're gonna fuck with it, they're gonna fuck with you, right? So what you're gonna do is ask them, did you cut it yourself? They're most likely gonna say yes. Either that, or they got their shit fucked up by the Wolverine trying to take crack from him or some shit. So what you're gonna do is, at that point, that's how you get it in your environment, right? Now, when it comes down to your local highway, always understand that your local highway has high chances of having crackheads under them. They're not stupid enough to go above them goddamn highways. They're not trying to get hit by cars. They're not that stupid. Under, kind of like a bridge, right? You go to the crackhead. You kick that nigga. Tap, tap. Kick that nigga in the forehead. Oh, he's gonna wake. He's gonna die. You gotta back up though. Don't be above that nigga like this, cause he will think you're the Grim Reaper. Do not do that. And make sure you're friendly with the crackheads, right? You kick that nigga in the head. Boom, boom. Kick that nigga in the head. Oh, what the fuck? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Comfort that motherfucker. Whoa, hey. I just want to give you some water. Give that nigga some water. Smart idea. Give that nigga some water and like a bag of chips with like three chips left in that bit. So what you want to do is you want to do all that, right? So then once you're cool with him, you do the same damn thing. You compliment the cut. And then you ask him like, bro, how do you do this, that, and there? Like, damn, that's a nice ass cut. You have to convince, when it comes down to the one outside or the ones in your environment, you have to convince these niggas that they cut their own hair, even if they fucking didn't. You have to convince them that they did it. Oh, shoot, did you cut your hair? No, I didn't. Oh, damn, I mean, that's pretty fire. I mean, I fuck with how you did it, though. I fuck with, like, the way you cut your hair. Some of them might resist. Some of them might ignore you completely or forget the fact that they even told you that they didn't cut it in the first place. So what you want to do is you want to get your own set of haircut material. I'll be honest with you. This is where you got to put in the work. You got to get clippers. You gotta get razors. You gotta get whatever all this shit you need to cut hair. And this is where it begins. Now, when it comes down, no, this is the grand premiere. This is where you learn. This is where you sit down in the chair and the crackhead cuts your motherfucking shit. He cuts your hair. Now, when it comes down to tricking a crackhead into cutting your hair, you gotta understand that. You gotta understand that this motherfucker is a crackhead. He will fuck your shit up. He will do all types of crazy shit to your head. So what you want to do is you want to kind of guide the motherfucker through it. So when he starts off like in the back or on the side or something like that, your job is to make sure he doesn't just. Your job is to make sure he has a steady, calm pace when cutting your shit. So now you tell him, whoa, bro, calm down now. Huh, calm down. Okay. Approach my head slowly. What? No, nigga. You forgot to turn the goddamn thing on. Turn the razor, turn the haircut shit, turn it on. Get you. Right? Now approach my head slowly. Okay, slowly. Now go up and down, go this way, go that way, go this way. Now you gotta guide him through it. You have to guide this motherfucker through this shit. Because he will destroy your head. Your whole head. He will have you wishing that you were the headless horseman with the haircut he'll give you. So you have to guide a crackhead through the haircut. So now you got to think about it. You have to keep them on the hook through crack. I'll give you this amount of crack if you cut my hair. Now, some are going to fall for it instantly, and some are going to want proof. So this is where you have to get chalk, the chalk that these little niggas play with. Chalk that shit, dust that shit up with some sort of razor, some sort of sharp object, and put that shit in a tiny bag. You gotta get them small, because if you get them off big, they're gonna feel like let's say you give them a whole Ziploc bag of fake pretend chalk, white crack. They are going to go away thinking, I don't have to serve this bitch nigga again. I already got who knows how many kilos of crack this is. I'm victorious. I don't need to have this bozo again. But you scammed him anyway, so his loss. You got your own haircut. So then, don't do that. Don't do that idea. While it sounds funny, while it sounds smart, don't do it. Now, what you really want to do is, you want to get a small bag. Let me see if I can show y'all an example. Yeah. Y'all see these headphones? Y'all see these little headphones right here? Y'all want to get a small bag like this one and put the fake crack, the chalk crack, in a small bag like this. But when it comes down to manipulating the crackhead, what you gotta do is you gotta dangle it around their face like this. You gotta do this. Don't just, I'll give you crack. Nah, I'll give you crack. That's how you gotta do it like that. You gotta do it like that. And watch how fast their eyes pop open and they're willing to jump through hoops. They will fight a military base over that shit. So that's how you get it. That's how you get them to cut your hair, right? So then when you're guiding them through the haircut, they might annoy you. They might annoy you. They might start tripping. They might start this. They might start that. So what you want to do to keep them calm is you gotta talk to them about. You gotta motivate them. First off, you have to motivate them to keep cutting your hair correctly. Bro, I won't even hold you, bro. I feel like I feel like the crack is low key drifting away from you, bro. What? The crack drifting away from me? What you mean? What you mean, bro? Bro, I'm just saying, I feel like you haven't been geeking as much as you usually do. You're not as fucked up in the head as you usually do. So I'm beginning to think that the crack is being disappointed in you because you're not cutting my hair correctly. So now he's gonna get in his feelings like, dude, the crack, that's my baby, that's my everything. So I can't disappoint it. So it's going to that crackhead is going to be willing to cut your hair correctly now because you are manipulating this motherfucker into genuinely thinking that crack is his spirit guide or some shit. So when that happens, you have to understand that You have to understand that he's going to be more tempted to actually doing the shit correctly. Now, when it comes down to different parts of your hair, you still, like, throughout the time, you still have to guide him through it. Like, oh, yep, cut it like, no, yep, there you go. There you go. No, slow down. Always remember to be slow. We're doing this for the crack. Remember, motivate him. But remember, we're doing this for the crack. This is for the crack. It's not about love. It's not about money. It's not about self-improvement. It's not about the bitches. This is about crack. We're doing it for the crack. You have to motivate him. Get in his head. Now he thinks that you're his crack holder, and he thinks that you're his motivational speaker. So now he's cutting your hair, and within like 2 or 3 weeks, remember, his mindset is, I'm doing it for the crack. I'm doing it for the crack. I'm doing it for my higher power, that which I worship so much. So then he's going to be compelled to doing your shit correctly. Now, here's what you don't do. Oh, well, before I say that, you keep doing this within 2 or 3 weeks, within maybe 2 or 3 weeks, within like 2 weeks to a month, you're going to have your own professional crackhead cutting your shit. Now, you may ask yourself, how the fuck am I going to consistently give this nigga fake crack while at the same time getting free haircuts from this nigga consistently? Well, I have a few options for you on that. When it comes down to the fake crack, he's going to know the crack when he feels it. But all you got to do is mix the chalk with pepper, with salt, like anything that'll give his nose or his mind some sort of reaction. It doesn't have to be crazy. So what you want to do is you want to mix that shit with some pepper and tell that nigga that this is British crack. He's going to believe that shit. Tell him this is British crack. This is straight from the UK, from Britain, wherever the fuck that place is. Tell him that this is British crack. He's never tried this British crack before, and it'll send his ass to the 8th dimension. And it's like that. Make sure the pepper, like the little little black shit, make sure it's mixed in well enough to show that, because this is where he gets tempted. So now what you want to do is, if he gets tired of that, because like remember, he's not gonna think that a sneeze is just a regular reaction to pepper. If you convince him well enough, he's going to think that that's how you pop. That's the first effect of the crack, the British crack. So now you gotta ask yourself, well, what the fuck are you talking about, Gilliam? Well, you see, when you smoke vapes, you get a buzz. When you smoke weed, you get high. When you eat psychedelics or edibles, you get high and you start seeing shit a little bit. So you have to tell him, you have to compare that to this. Okay, this is this is that, but this is British crack, nigga. You've never touched this before. So you don't know what it's like. Oh yeah, you right, bro, you right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You right. He's going to agree with that. Now, that's what all of that within this like 13 minutes, that's what you do. Let me tell your ass what you shouldn't do if you want a crackhead to consistently. Oh wait, well actually I forgot a point again. He might get tired of the British crack, so you gotta get the white chalk. You might have to get creative with it. You might have to start getting blue chalk and yellow chalk and orange chalk and black chalk. You might have to tell that nigga, oh, this is Hawaiian crack, that's Japanese crack, that's German crack, this is space crack. You gotta do what you gotta do to get that cut. Now you may ask yourself, I can just cut my own motherfucking hair, nigga. I can just go pay for one. Why pay for one? And why go out of your way to do all that when you got a crackhead who's willing to well, you can mentor. I know deep down that some of y'all want to be like a kung fu teacher or some shit. You can mentor a crackhead into cutting your hair and then teach him kung fu. Y'all gotta think about it. This is a hustler's mindset, and we love to see it. But anyway, what y'all shouldn't do is you do not, I don't give a fuck how bad he's cutting your hair, do not tell this nigga that you are not going to give him crack if he doesn't do it right. Do not tell the crackhead that you will not give him crack if he cuts your hair incorrectly. He will try to murder you. Oh, man, you fucked my shit up one more time, I'm not giving you no more crack. Bitch, no more crack. What the fuck you talking about, ho? He will touch you. You're going to get touched. Do not tell this crackhead. Do not tell this crackhead that you are going to withdraw the crack, because he will get violent. I would know he will get violent. Now, What you also don't want to do is that you don't want to stay consistent with the same type of fake crack for too long. For example, we got the British crack. Keep that alive for about a good week. That's it for about a good week. Now you might say, damn, I want to get creative and invent Hawaiian crack. Now what you want to do with Hawaiian crack is that you want to get a light orange piece of chalk, some light orange chalk. Chop up some pineapples to a point to where like it kind of makes that shit kind of rocky, and serve that shit to the crackhead. Okay? That's how you make the Hawaiian fake chalk crack. But what you want to do is you gotta be you don't be consistent with the same shit time and time again. You don't want to do that because he will get tired of it and be like, damn, I low key want to go back to my original crack. I miss my baby. Nah, nigga, you moving on to a new bitch, and we gonna force you to do it. So then, don't do that. Don't tell him you're not gonna give him no more crack. Don't be consistent with the same crack for too long. Switch it up a bit. Now, the third thing I'll tell you right now is don't get disrespectful with that nigga. Don't get disrespectful with the crackhead because they are natural born crackheads. They're natural born crash outs. That's what I meant to say. They are natural born crash outs. They are super villains. They will blow your house up for no reason. Y'all have seen what kind of crackheads, like what they're capable of. Now, it's also important to acknowledge what kind of crackhead you're dealing with. If it's a Florida crackhead, throw all of this shit out the window. It's not gonna fucking work. Those niggas are telepathic superhumans. They will not fall for this shit. If it's any now, if it's Florida crackheads, either them niggas are not falling for this shit, or you're gonna die convincing them to do it. Because even then, it's like, nigga, I'll kill you over this shit. Why the fuck? They're smart enough. You see, the Florida crackheads, in my opinion, they're smart enough to say, why the fuck should I believe this dumbass bitch? When I can just stab his ass and take the goddamn shit. They're pirates, bro. They're pirates. That's the best I can tell you. That's the best I can tell you. Now, what else? What else do you not want to do? What else do you not want to do when dealing with crackheads? Oh, yeah, like I said, I suggest y'all go for the Caucasian crackheads, the white ones, because I feel like the black ones just won't fall. Like the black ones are like, I feel like some of the black ones will do it, but I feel like for the most part, I feel like no disrespect for y'all to our Caucasian, to my Caucasian, to my white supporters. I'm just saying that like I think y'all would like y'all crackheads. I feel like y'all's crackheads, but like fall for this shit a lot easier than like black niggas, like nigga crackheads, or Mexican crackheads, or like Filipino crackheads. You know what I'm saying? So that's my point. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You already know we don't screw around. We're going around the town. Yes, sir. All the haters going down. Yeah. Leave your ass with the frown. But on the real note, though, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Try it out. Give it a shot. Get your local crackhead corner store by the corner store, under the bridge, on the highway, in your own hood, across the street, and try to get this nigga to cut your hair. Much love to y'all. Y'all have a lovely day. Rahu.